Thank you so very much. And I want to say hello to everybody. Let's give John Tuttle another hand for being such an awesome leader as he represented you this past year. Just an awesome, phenomenal job. Well, let me tell you how excited I am to be with you here today, standing before so many great leaders from across the country. You know, this is a very special day for me, and together we celebrate public education. Yesterday, today, and of course, what's in store for the future. And I believe the future is bright. Don't you agree? Yes, absolutely. Well, I want to thank some very special people in my life who are the wind beneath my wings, who have supported me along this journey, everybody, because, you know, I couldn't get here by myself. My son, Micaiah. And my daughter-in-law, Danielle. And I'm so blessed to have my sister, Ann Toon, here all the way from Jackson, Tennessee. As well as my niece, Shamunique Harris. And my dear friend, Deborah Warren from Laurel, Mississippi. I also want to thank the folks that are here from the Laurel, Mississippi School Board, where I'm president. And a very special thank you to Dr. Chuck Beningo, superintendent of the Laurel School District as well. Excited about that. And a special thank you to the executive director of the Mississippi School Boards Association, Dr. Mike Waldrop, as well as the association's staff and board members that are here as well in the audience. And thank you, Mississippi board members and leaders all across the state of Mississippi, as well as the Southern region. I know we have Southern region folks here, right? Absolutely. And of course, I want to express my gratitude today toward the members of the National School Boards Association Board of Directors for their support, and the executive director, Tom Gensel. But ladies and gentlemen, there is one more special lady that I want to thank today. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my dear mother. Her name is Minnie Emerson, and she is 79 years young. Thank you, Mom, for being here, and I love you so very much.
I love you, too.
Thank you, Mom. You know, my father has serious medical issues that prevented him from joining us here today. And all my love goes to you, Mom, and to Dad, for all your love and as well your support. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I stand here humbly before you today. I could talk about some of the successes of public education in this country, like Every Student Succeeds Act, and how it reaffirms local governance. I could also talk to you about how although graduation rates are higher than they've ever been, there are still students who aren't graduating from high school. But really, I am here today to inspire you. We should not settle for anything less than the best. Mediocrity just won't do, ladies and gentlemen. We need to expect greatness from the boardroom to the classroom, from your state capitol to the U.S. Capitol. I want that message to ring out loud and clear this year. Greatness begins with you. You are the ones that set the tone for the learning environment in your districts. And it is because of your good governance that we press on to hit the mark for equity and excellence in public education for all children, not some children, all. With that being said, I'd like to tell you a story of how expecting greatness can make a difference. Doctors said my nephew, Jaden Harris, would not know his mother or father because of brain damage at birth, and that he would never be able to walk or run like any other children. He had tubes in him to keep him alive, and doctors gave the family little hope. But Jaden's family, guess what? Never gave up. Their prayers, their faith, and hope remained strong. They knew his birth had a purpose, and they expected greatness nevertheless. Well, Jaden's family and public education and public school gave him the tools he needed to be successful in life. School board leaders, administrators, and teachers just like you noticed his hunger and his thirst for knowledge. They had high expectations for him and never tried to hold him back because of his severe physical challenges. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Jaden cannot walk without assistance, speak with clarity, or even use his hands to feed himself. But despite those physical limitations, he has no limits when it comes to learning, thanks to public education. That's what it's all about. Well, teachers saw the greatness in Jaden and moved him from special ed to regular ed. And I am so proud to say that he is now an honor roll student at Liberty Technology Public High School in Jackson, Tennessee. It is a miracle, really. And ladies and gentlemen, I'd like for you to meet my great nephew, Jaden Harris. I'm going to ask Jaden a few questions, and guess what? I'm going to answer them for him. Jaden, can you tell everybody how old you are? He said he's 16 years old. And Jaden, I know you're in high school now, but what grade are you in? He's in 10th grade, everybody. Isn't that wonderful? Regular ed, but he's a special needs child. And guess what? Jaden was among 50 middle school students chosen out of hundreds of students all across the United States to be an ambassador for the 2014 Do the Right Thing Challenge program spearheaded by the National Campaign to Stop Violence based in Washington, D.C. Well, ladies and gentlemen, his essay on bullying is now part of a compilation of writings produced by the National Campaign to Stop Violence. That is an awesome thing for him. So he writes well. Now, I must tell you something. Now, he's smiling because he knows I'm teasing him a little bit right now. Jaden is a typical teenager when it comes to Facebook and all of that. In fact, where's your cell phone? It's under your pad, isn't it? Look at it. Can you get it? See, he got his cell phone. So he text message everybody on his cell phone, just like the average teenager. Thank you, Jaden, for that. Well, guess what? I want to let you know something else about Jaden. Despite his physical challenges, ladies and gentlemen, Jaden aspires to go to medical school, to become a doctor. And that's just one of the things he plans to accomplish in life. His story is a powerful example of the importance of high expectation, expecting greatness from every child in our schools. Jaden, thank you so much for being with me today, and everybody here. I certainly appreciate it. I love you, Jaden.
I love you too.
Thank you. And as school leaders, we are in a position to give Jaden and nearly 50 million children all across America hope for a better tomorrow, regardless of their race, regardless of their gender, regardless of their ethnic backgrounds, or even like Jaden, their physical challenges. Let's make a promise to every child in this country, in this nation. Let us expect greatness from every child and, of course, from each other. From the boardroom to the classroom. From lawmakers at the state capitals across America to those at the U.S. Capitol. We will forge ahead despite any challenges we might have. The children in our schools are counting on us, everybody. We must continue in our efforts to stand up for public education like never before. Wouldn't you agree? Absolutely. But you know, it is together that we truly have a voice that says we expect excellence and greatness from our elected leaders who make decisions about public education. We may come from different states and different backgrounds and different environments and even different circumstances in life. But together, we are strong as leaders all across these United States. There are challenging times ahead in public education. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? They are exciting times as well. Wouldn't you agree? Absolutely. Well, we have an opportunity to do great things for public education, and you are the ones to make it happen. It all begins at the board table. You set the tone for your districts. You know, I like using the example or the analogy of the mustard seed. It is one of the smallest seeds on the face of the earth, but it has the potential to grow into a tree over 20 feet tall if planted in the right soil. Well, public education provides fertile ground for children so that the potential that's on the inside of them can sprout and grow. We must continue to create learning environments that help build self-esteem and self-worth and, of course, self-motivation. You know, as a child, I was told I would never amount to much. I was born and labeled to say, you know, you were born on the wrong side of the tracks, so there's not much going to come from there. And guess what? I didn't like the sound of my voice because it was too masculine sounding. In fact, I sounded just like a boy. Other children laughed at me, they bullied me. I almost lost hope. My hope was restored, and I say this with a passion. My hope was restored because of school leaders just like you and educators that provided me with the tools that I needed to be a lifelong learner. They helped me to see future possibilities. So I am happy to say that public education is one of the biggest reasons why I stand here before you today, using this voice that I didn't like as an advocate for public education. Expect greatness in every child. Believe in them no matter who they are or where they've come from. Expect greatness from every teacher and every administrator and fellow board members. Well, I salute all of you, and I applaud you for all the work that you do and what you have already done. We have come this far, but there is more work that needs to be done. I look forward to serving you as president of the National School Boards Association, and I know together we can expect nothing less than greatness in public education. Thank you all for supporting me and for bestowing this great honor upon me today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And no matter what, don't ever quit, don't ever give up. I don't care what it looks like, I don't care what it feels like. Don't ever give up, don't quit, don't grow weary in well-doing, because you will reap the harvest when you see children cross the finish line to graduation. Thank you so much. God bless all of you.